Hey everyone, it's Agnach here. Welcome to another video. In today's video I'm bringing you some triples from the final day of qualifiers for the Alpha League. Got finished first and 2 back lives forever. Got auto qualified as he was the winner of last season. This is the list of the 128 players that are moving through, and a lot of great clans have been represented by some amazing players. I finished in the 36th position, so managed to get into the group stages, and there were other players from Resistance like Noob and Rex Jack representing Resistance, so that was nice to see. Some great players like Crazy Ryan ended up missing out. Even though they had a 3-star, they also got a 3-star in defense, and then it came down to attack time, and even like today is good, another player, he missed it by 1 second. 442 players participated, and from them 128 moved on to the group stages. There are a total of 32 groups. Each group has 4 players, and they will be hitting each other for 3 weeks until the top 2 players move on to the playoffs. I ended up in group 27 with YOLO Swaggins, DJ, Jazzy Jess, and Jacob from Onehive. On this day of qualifiers there were many triples, as there were 3 qualifiers in totals, so I have selected some of the triples from the people I recognize from the rosters. So let's start with my group rivals. Okay, so first attack is YOLO Swaggins, which is one of my rivals, coming in against Basil, and he's coming in with the Super Witches and Super Archers as well. I must say I've never seen this attack before, so he uses a few loons and a Super Archer at 9 o'clock just to create a bit of a funnel. The Warden doing a Warden walk at 6. Now he sends all of his Super Witches. The King was also creating more of a funnel. The single Inferno is just gonna kill it very quickly, and he sends the blimp for the Agnach. He also has 6 bad spells and 3 freezes. As I said, I've never seen this before, so it's gonna be interesting trying to defend against it. The Royal Champion goes down. Now he starts with his bats, and they're just gonna start going from 3 o'clock up to 12 and then moving down to 9. So he's got the freeze on the Wizard Tower. The Wizard Tower goes down. He still has 1 more freeze to use. He can use it on that Wizard Tower that is remaining standing. He freezes the AD, the Expo, and the Wizard Tower. However, none of the 3 defenses go down, but he still has the Queen. She's gonna be able to go around. He still also has Super Witches. The defenses go down, and he gets a nice little triple against Basil. Now we have Jacob. He's also from Onehive, so we've been doing the Supercell CWL together at Onehive, and he's a really good player, and he's coming in with the hybrid. So he starts with his Queen Charge at 6. CC pulls out with the Hound and a couple of Headhunters. He's gonna be able to get rid of them nice and quick. Now she's stuck on the Lava Hound. He starts creating a bit of a funnel at 7:30, but he finds a couple of Teslas there. So let's see what he does. Triggers the Tornado Trap, which was to bait a blimp, and now the Queen is going to be able to go inside and get the Tankle. So he starts with his King at 9 with the Siege Barracks as well, and he's going to be able to send his hybrid in between all the way through into the Scada. The Queen is going to be able to keep going down, getting rid of that Inferno and the Expo. He uses the first heal. He still has to use the Warden ability, which he uses now, and he decides to use the Rage in the center of the base for his hybrid. And now the Hawks from the Siege Barracks also come out, and they're going to be able to get rid of the Eagle, and they're all going in a nice line forward. He had 3 swag loons that he uses at the end, and he ends up getting a triple against example 2XX. Now in this tournament as well, we've got a couple of Resistance players. So this one is Noob, coming in with a hybrid as well. He's bringing the 3 Rages and the 2 heals. So let's see what he does. Uses a couple of Sneaky Goblins just to funnel his Queen, and a Wizard as well. He wants his Queen to go inside for the Royal Champion. And so here he gets her, and she's going to be able to get rid of the CC and the Multi Inferno as well, which is really good value. Puts an Archer for the pump at 12, which is nice, and uses the minion for the pops. Okay, He also has 2 super wall breakers, so let's see what he does. Sends a loon as a cockaloon, uses a freeze for the single inferno. She's gonna keep going inside. One of the healers dies to a black vine, and the queen is gonna be able to go all the way through to the town hall as long as she doesn't walk out. She doesn't. Tornado trap gets triggered, so now the healers have been stuck by the town hall, but the town hall goes down. The hybrid was coming in. He had the king and the siege barracks at 9, and then the hybrid in between as well, using the last heal in the back end. So now the queen is still alive. The single target is targeting the queen now, so she's gonna go to ability, but there's still plenty of troops. He still had the royal champ ability, which he used. The single inferno goes down, and this was a nice triple by Noob against Prince of Dubai. And now we've got another Resi player, Rex Jack, coming in with the Inferno Dragon spam with the 5 Skellies, 3 freezes, couple rages, and a poison. Using the king and queen at 11 just to funnel his troops in. Uses the blimp for the town hall goes down, and now he's just gonna start putting the Skellies here and there, just trying to tank for the Inferno Dragons. One of the things I didn't know about this, and it makes sense, one of the reasons why Skellies are better than freezes is that they last longer, so they're gonna be tanking those defenses a lot longer than if you freeze that defense, which is why it works better to bring a Skelly spell than a freeze. I didn't know that, so that's a nice little fact. Now we've got Kronos, which I believe is now in Trap Gaming, and he's coming in with the Super Witches and the Saps, so he's gonna be able to sap the Multi Inferno and the Ground Expo, and using the Warden Walk just to create that bit of a funnel on the left hand side. Now he puts the king at 12 and uses a super wall breaker to open that wall just to make sure that his troops do go inside. Uses the wizard, but now he puts the super witches to pull the ground warden. The healers move on to the super witches, which is really good. Town hall goes down, and he also puts a jump that is going to allow all of his troops to go inside the base, get rid of the first scatter, get rid of the single inferno, and they're just going to be able to keep getting rid of very important defenses that are on the center of the base. The queen goes through the wall with the super witches. They're going to be able to go against the scatter shot, and he got another super witch with the giant skellies just going on the outside. One of the super witches ends up being OP and goes to the Tesla that was at 3 o'clock, gets rid of it. That way he's not gonna have a townfall, or if he gets 3-starred, he is not gonna be disqualified because of time taking too long. So nice attack by Kronos. Now we've got Crazy Ryan, which it was unlucky for him. He didn't end up qualifying because he also got 3-starred, and his attack was a little bit on the slower side, even though it wasn't too long. It was like 2 minutes 40, but there were quite a few players that had 3 stars and were 3-starred, and it came down to time, attack time. So he's coming in with the Queen Charge Lalo, using the queen to get rid of the town hall. The CC goes down. Now he puts his king, puts another rage on the queen. She's gonna be able to get rid of the royal champ. Puts a super wall breaker so that the queen can get access to the center of the base. The king is just funneling her inside. Uses another super wall breaker that doesn't go to the wall he wanted, but he has a 3rd super wall breaker that can. Tornado trap gets triggered. He uses the freeze for the single inferno and the expo. Now she's gonna have to go through abilities since he doesn't have any more freezes. Gets rid of the defending queen, gets rid of the single inferno, and now the Laloon is starting. Scatter goes down. He's got the stone slammer going in directly into the eagle. There's one more scatter. He uses the final rage for his loons. The slammer just popped now. That goes down, and this was an overwhelming triple, and it's sad to see that he is not going to be qualifying. Now we've got Sebix, who is from my clan in Onehive, and he's coming in again with the super witches. Now from the 3 qualifiers or 5 qualifiers, I must say that the attacks that I saw the most were Dragbat, the Inferno Dragons, and also the super witches. Those were like the 3 most used attacks that I saw from all of the players. Obviously there were Lalos, there were the Chinese Smash, which is the P.E.K.K.A with the Super Wizards, but yeah, these were the 3 most viewed attacks in my opinion. So here we go, Sevix coming in. He's got all of his troops in the center of the base, which is an achievement in itself. Super Witches usually just walk around, and however they still triple even though they walk around. But on this occasion Sevix manages to put them in the center of the base. He only has 1 Super Witch standing though, and he's got the Bugs and the Roller Champion coming, so he still has an invisibility spell and the freeze. Uses the freeze for the King, and the Headhunter is gonna help the Roller Champion conserve her ability. Now uses the ability, which is gonna help her bring the Eagle down. Uses the invisibility spell, nicely timed, and he's gonna be able to get rid of the rest of the buildings. Well, now there's only that single Inferno standing. He still had a couple Super Witches there. There's still some Valks standing, and he got the 3-star against P.E.K.K.A. Now I'll leave you with more amazing triples. Some of the players are Elliot, Wasman from WHF, Eve Timo, Shazo, and many more amazing players. Special thanks to Chris, one of the tournament admins. He was able to give me access to all these clans so that I can provide you with all the triples from all these qualifiers. So thank you very much for that. And he's also a contestant in the tournament, and he came in with this triple and also qualified for the group stages. If you liked the video, please click the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time with more Clash. Enjoy.
Set my heart afire. Don't stop that thrill. My bones crave your skin. Temptation within. Mistakes ignite the silence. Nightmares creep while you and me repeat. This bittersweet heat is suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart on fire. Set my heart afire.
in the ocean with you. Baby, up with a slow motion crew. And we up in our growlings when people change, but not us. And we just chillin', kicking it, kissed by the sun. Could be soaked to the skin in the mall soon. I know she got the good vibes when seasons change, but we're the same. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes sound funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding. Even if my jokes sound funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. 'Cause you got me holding. You got me holding, holding. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes sound funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding. Play me like a bass guitar, simmer down and mess me up, tripping like I'm Jimmy at Woodstock. Drum me round and go right for it, shivers down my spinal cord. Oh, 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 oh. 'Cause you got me holding, holding. Even if I lost all my money, the zero runs deep, honey. And I don't need to speak a single word, 'cause you got me holding, holding. Even if my jokes sound funny, my tongue tied up on it. And I
I heard that you playing like baby, this in the back. Get a bird that they accurate, they know this ain't a passion. They don't fool with me, no, they hate me with a passion. Cause I got some rubies and emeralds on my jack. I ain't really fucking with none of the black magic. I heard at the end of the road, it's pretty trash. I hope when I die, at least I get a pretty cash. Put it in my system, I see HD. We could dance to the disco like the 80s. I wonder if she like me open, maybe. I've been on my ass, I'm feeling late. Spark another, let's get A's. More on the pack, oh, finally I can relax, oh. I never brag, oh, the stats speaking on my behalf, oh. Right in the rain, oh, clouds up above as you walking away. But the song come to play when you calling my name. And I'm lost in the feeling of falling again. Falling again, falling again, falling again. I get the cash, so I'm balling again. And I'm calling the shots like I'm hard away. Hard away, hard away, hard away. Always on my mind when you're far away. Please, baby, don't throw my heart away. She got me high as a bitch. Now I won't fly with the bitch. I never lied to the bitch. As long as she my little bitch. You know I never do trees on if you believe in me. You know that this is my season. A word and leave it to me. Oh, you know that I'm so connected like Bluetooth. I am so clean, bitch, I'm looking like new shoes. My mama told me not to fuck with the voodoo. Legendary, bitch, I'm something like you.